Pagpo-prove lang tayo ng Pascal's Law. Okay, so wait lang. Ayan, kita na ba screen ko?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, for today, magbe-basic concept muna tayo. So, tingnan muna natin kung nakapag-introduction to fluid machinery tayo, then pag-aaralan lang natin yung principles of fluid flow. Okay, so kung paano mag-behave yung fluids, then ano ba yung mga characteristics ng ating fluid before tayo mag-jump sa machinery talaga. So medyo mahaba pa naman yung time natin before midterms examination. Okay, so fluids. So fluids, it's basically anything that flows. Water, air, syrup, air mixture, gas, or kung ano man. Basta anything that flows. So a fluid is a liquid, gas, or other material that flows or continuously deforms under a shear or tangential force. So fluid is divided into liquid and gases. Liquid is hard to compress as it follows the shape of its container with an upper free surface. Gas is easy to compress as it also allows to expand to fill its container where there is no free surfaces. So sa Bernoullis kasi, so pumps, pag pinag-aralan natin yung mga machineries, pumps, so may mga losses yan, di ba? So sa Bernoullis, may losses din. So head loss due to friction. Pero itong mga fluids natin, so fluids are also used to reduce the friction. So pwede din siyang magpa-reduce ng friction. So the study of fluid that is in motion is called fluid dynamics. And fluid in rest is called fluid statics. So in order to completely study the fluid in motion or at rest, one needs to study various basic concepts. So kaya pag-aaralan natin yung mga characteristics, types, and properties ng fluids mamaya. Okay, before going or before jumping sa fluid machinery. So first, characteristics of fluid, meron tayong compressibility, density, pressure, buoyancy, and viscosity. For compressibility, applying pressure to a fluid in order to put greater mass into a smaller container. So gases and liquids vary in this characteristic. So gas is more compressible than liquid. So compressibility gives an idea of how a fluid volume changes when subjected to a change in pressure or external force. So ito yung example ng compressibility. So as you can see, yung mga molecules or particles ng ating fluid, nako-compress din siya. And siya ay nare-reduce yung kanyang volume. So sinisiksik niya, di ba? So, yon yung compressibility. Density. So, density is a very common and important property of matter. So, for a liquid, density is defined as the mass contained in a unit volume. So, the more precise name for density is a volumetric mass density. So, wag niyong i-interchange yung tatlong density ha. So, meron siyang volumetric mass density, meron ding relative density, and meron ding weight density. So, mamaya, pag-jump natin sa properties of fluid, so makikita nyo ano ba si weight density and ano ba si relative density. So, volumetric mass density, pag ang binigay or sinabi is mass of the fluid divided by its volume. So for SI unit, so alam niyo na naman siguro, hasana kayo pag mga conversion in mga unit, different kinds of unit, SI unit and English unit. So SI unit is kilogram per cubic meter, and in English units, logs per cubic feet. Okay, so si density, as you can see in this GIF, hindi naghahalo yung mga uh, liquids or mga fluids natin since they have different densities. Okay, so yan, kaya yung red, nandun lang siya kasi si if yung density mo, if an object fluid is made of heavier atoms or molecules, or the particles are packed more closely together, then it's going to have a higher density. Next one, fluid pressure or pressure is a measurement of the force per unit area on an object in the fluid or on the surface of a closed container. So this pressure can be caused by gravity, acceleration, or by forces outside a closed container. So since fluid has no definite shape, its pressure applies in all direction. So fluid pressure can also be amplified through hydraulic mechanisms and change in the velocity of the fluid. So mamaya, so we'll try to prove yung sinasabi ni Blaise Pascal, yung Pascal's law, sabi doon is pressure in all direction is equal. Okay, so ang pressure na formula is pressure is equal to force over area. So, yan. So, the pressure is on. So, for example, isang example din dito is si scuba diver. So, kaya nagsiswimming, nagkayaan kayo mag-outing, magkakabarkada, di ba? Kaya nagsiswimming na kayo, then yung isa medyo, oh sige, tayo magpabilisan sa bottom ng pool. Okay, i-touch natin yung bottom ng pool. So, mas mataas po ang pressure at the bottom of the pool than the water surface. So, kaya mas sumasakit. So, sumasakit yung tenga mo, yung mga ulo mo pag nasa pressure. So, and your head feels like it's about to explode because the deeper you go, the more fluid there is above you with its weight pressing you down. So, katulad nung sa news, di ba? Yung nawawalang submarine. So, yun yung si submarine at the bottom of the ocean. So, yun yung nawawalang submarine. May possibility na nag-explode yun because of the pressure. Kasi mataas na talaga yung pressure. So, ano pa kaya tayong human beings na lumalangoy pababa sa ocean, di ba? At the bottom of the ocean, so kung yun nga mga high-tech na submarine is nag-explode, eh ano ba pag tayo, di ba? Mag-explode din tayo. So the higher the pressure, so meron lang tayong, hindi ko lang sure kung anong pressure yung hanggang pwede sa atin. Hanggat, kumbaga, hanggat di pa tayo nag-explode yung limit ng pressure natin. So, i-search ko pa kung ano yun. Next, manometer is a device to measure pressures. So, a common simple manometer consists of a U-tube-shaped glass filled with some liquid. So, ang typical na nakalagay sa ating manometer is si mercury. Because meron siyang high density. Next one, buoyancy. It is the tendency of a body to float or to rise when submerged in a fluid, testing an object's buoyancy. Or pwede siyang sabihin, the upward force exerted. Okay, so ang formula for buoyancy is equal to buoyant force. So, is equal to fluid volume times the density times the gravitational acceleration. Ayan, ang example niyan, si ship. Magtataka kayo, bakit nga ba nagfo-float ang mga giant ship, mga barko, mga bangka sa water? So, kahit siya ay made of steel or mas mabigat sila kesa sa water. So, for a ship to float, it must have lower density than water, di ba? So, at first sight, this might not make sense. As the steel, so So mga steel are made of is not exactly kumbaga parang sa steel di natin ano na may low density ba siya? Kasi parang ang bigat-bigat niyan, 'di ba? So the thing is the density of an object. So results from the relationship between its total volume and its weight. So if the total volume of a ship is large enough in the relation to its weight, it has a low density. Okay, so simply put, because of all the air spaces inside, a ship has a lower average density than water, despite the heavy material it is made of. Okay, kasi yung loob ng ship ay merong air spaces. Kumbaga, ang internal niya is air and ang external is seawater. So, 'di ba, meron tayo sa Titanic, okay? So ito, disclaimer, hindi tayo sure if ano nangyari sa Titanic, 'di ba? If nagkaroon ba siya ng leakage or whatever. So, for example lang, nagkaroon siya ng leakage or nabutas siya. Nabutas yung certain part ng ship. Then yung butas na yon, so hindi pala siya leakage, butas. Pumasok yung water sa ship. So, kung dati, nung wala pa ang butas yung ship na yon, is ang nasa loob, ang nasa internal ay air, and nasa external ay water. Eh, since nabutas siya, pumasok yung water sa loob ng ship. Eh ngayon, ang naging internal is water din and external water din. So, kumbaga, nag-equal yung kanyang density. Kasi density ng water is equal to the density of water. Eh kung kanina air is equal to density ng water, 'di ba? Internal and is equal to external, eh ngayon nag-equal yung uh, density kasi parehas water. So kaya nag-sink or lumubog yung ating ship kasi equal na yung kanilang density. Kaya naman nagpo-float because mas mababa yung density ng air kesa sa water. Okay? Next. Viscosity. So viscosity is a fluid resistance to flow. So the more viscous a fluid is, the harder it is to make a fluid flow. The thicker the fluid, the greater its viscosity. So less viscous fluids are easier to flow. So formula for viscosity is equal to shear stress over shear strain or rate of shear deformation or velocity gradient. So, ang example niyan is seawater. So, seawater, so for example, you have a container. Then, ngayon, ang ginawa mo, meron ka ding stick or halimbawa ay kutsara, ang ginawa mo, inikot mo siya, minix mo siya. So, di ba, pag mix mo sa water, ang dali-dali. Para kang ginagawa mo pa is sabi, may tsunami, 'di ba? Kasi mabilis i-mix. So, kasi si water po is meron lang siyang low viscosity. Okay? Low viscosity si water. Eh ngayon, try mo sa ketchup, sa honey, sa syrup. Try mo sa honey, yung malapot na honey. 'Di ba? Trinay mong i-stir, i-mix. I-stir mo siya. Ang hirap. Nahihirapan kang stir si syrup or si honey o kung ano man yan. Kasi, pag nahihirapan ka mag-stir, meaning yung ini-stir mo, meron siyang high viscosity. Okay, so yun yung difference between viscosity. Low viscosity, madali siyang i-stir, while high viscosity is, kumbaga, malapot siya. While si low viscosity, malabnaw siya, katulad ng tubig. Next, may kanalaman din si viscosity sa flow. So, paano ko masasabi? Kasi katulad nun, may bottled water ka o water bottle na may laman water, syempre. So, ngayon sinalin mo siya sa isang container. So, makikita mo, dire-diretso lang yung flow ni water. Dire-diretso lang po yung flow niya. Eh ngayon, si less flow, high viscosity. So, ang example niya is si ketchup. Okay, so sa ketchup, ngayon, kakabukas mo lang nung bottle ketchup, yung babasagin. Yung babasagin na ketchup. Yung ngayon, binuksan mo. Ginawa mo ay, trinay mong, sa una, trinay mo na kung papatak ba si ketchup sa, sa container, sa plato mo, kasi kakain ka eh. So, kung papatak ba, hindi po. Eh, ang ginawa ko, pinupukpok ko yung bottom end. Okay? Yung kabilang end ni ketchup para lang may force na lumaglag ka. Parang ginaganon mo. O kaya ang ginagawa mo, kino-close mo ulit, kinakalog mo, then try mo kung may bumabagsak. Pero paunti-unti lang yung bumabagsak. Tapos kakalugin mo ulit, babagsak. Kasi si ketchup po, meron siyang high viscosity. Less. High viscosity is equal to less flow. Okay? So, naintindihan ba? Characteristics of fluids? Any questions, clarifications?
None so far po.
None so far po, ma'am.
Okay. So, sige, kung wala ng questions, we have types of fluid. Magpo-proceed na ako sa types of fluids. So, for types of fluids, ideal fluid is incompressible and it is an imaginary fluid that doesn't exist in reality. Also, it doesn't have a viscosity. Okay, eh ma'am, bakit pinag-aaralan pa natin yan? Eh, ideal. Parang wala naman. It doesn't exist in reality and it doesn't have a viscosity. So, kaya natin sinama to si ideal fluid is for you to parang makita lang, ma-visualize, ma-imagine nyo. Okay? So, imagine, so example, may graph tayo. So, kumbaga, i-differentiate lang natin yung real fluid sa ideal fluid. Kasi, sino ba naman ang, ano ba naman bagay ang walang viscosity? So, lahat naman nagpo-flow, di ba? So, kumbaga, imagine nyo lang na merong ideal fluid, pero hindi siya nag-exist. Okay? And wala siyang viscosity. Kabaliktaran yan si real fluid. So, a fluid which possesses at least kahit konting viscosity, meaning siya na ay real fluid, makatotohanan. Totoo na to. So, actually, all the fluid existing or present in the environment are called real fluid. Next one, Newtonian fluid. The fluid whose viscosity remains constant is known as Newtonian fluid. So these fluids are independent of the amount of shear stress applied to them with respect to time. So the relationship between the viscosity and shear stress of this fluid is linear. So itong si Newtonian fluid is, ang sample nga nito is si water, air, so alcohol, glycerol, and clean motor. So mapapansin nyo, siya ay merong low viscosity. So, ang non-Newtonian kasi, ang kabaliktaran nito is si gawgaw. Kung alam mo yung gawgaw. Or pag halimbawa nagbe-bake, so kung sino man nagbe-bake dito, parang, ano ba yun, flour? Flour ba yung minimix ko dati? Parang, or si cornstarch. Basta, yun, si cornstarch pala. So, di ba sa cornstarch, pag minimix nyo siya, ang tigas? Sa unang mix nyo, ang tigas, buo-buo. Then, after 10 minutes of mixing, pati yung mga gawgaw, after 10 minutes of mixing, napapansin nyo na, uy, parang kumbaga, bumibilis yung pag-mix, hindi na sa dikit-dikit, kumbaga. Kumbaga, hindi na dikit-dikit yung particles or molecules niya. Kumbaga, parang naghiwa-hiwalay siya. Dumadaling mag-mix. So, yun yung kabaliktaran ni Newtonian fluid, yung mga gawgaw. Eh, si water and si air, si alcohol, glycerol, once na minix nyo, yun na siya. Mabilis na. Eh, si non-Newtonian, yun yung sinasabi ko, na after 10 minutes, tsaka pa lang siya. Kaya pagtagal ng pag-mix, doon pa lang siya nagiging constant yung velocity. Kumbaga, mas dumadali. So, non-Newtonian fluid, if the real fluid does not obey Newton's law of viscosity, if the shear stress is not proportional to the shear strain or velocity gradient. Next, ideal plastic fluid, when the shear stress becomes proportional to the velocity gradient and more than the yield value. So dito, tandaan nyo lang sa ideal plastic fluid is siya ay more than the yield value. So incompressible fluid, When the density of the fluid remains invariant with the application of external force, it is said to be incompressible fluid. Wait lang. Oh. So, pag sa compressible fluid naman, so siya ay when the density of the fluid varies with the application of external force. So, it is a compressible fluid. Okay? So, fluid type. So, ito yung sinasabi kong graph for ideal Newtonian, non-Newtonian, and ideal plastic fluid. So, any questions or clarifications regarding types of fluid?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Okay. Next, last na. Okay, so next one, properties of fluids. So for properties of fluids, we have density, specific gravity, specific weight, specific gravity, specific volume, and the viscosity. So density, so yun yung sinabi ko kanina sa inyo a while ago. Na-discuss na natin tong density, which is the volumetric mass density. So ito ulit yung formula niya, mass of the fluid over volume of the fluid. Specific weight, when the ratio of weight of the fluid to the volume of the fluid is taken out and is called specific weight or weight density. So sinasabi sa inyo, weight density, magkakaiba yung weight density sa specific weight. Sorry. Weight density sa volumetric mass density. And meron pa rin tayong relative density. Okay, pag sinabing weight density, so pag sabi mo, ito ba yung density na mass over volume, ganyan? So, hindi po. So, pag sinabing weight density, so meron siyang kanyang formula or it is also known as specific weight. So, siya. Yan yung formula ng specific weight. We have weight of the fluid over volume of the fluid. So, yan. Meron tayong 4 different formulas. Depende sa inyong, or 3 different formulas. Depende sa given. So, kung saan mas madaling isolve and kung saan mas nandun yung given. Diba? Sa problem. So, hindi mo naman masosolve yung halimbawa, hindi naman given yung mass. So, bakit mo gagamitin ang mass? Times gravitational acceleration over volume. Eh, kung ang given is density, di ba? So, kung saan kayo mas madadalian. Okay. Then, specific gravity is the ratio of weight density of a fluid to the weight density of a standard fluid. So, it is the ratio between, ratio din siya ng uh, volumetric mass density of a fluid to the volumetric mass density of the standard fluid. So, pag sinabi, so standard fluid siya yung denominator ng ating specific gravity. Okay? So, huwag kayong malilito kasi common mistake to ha ng ibang students, past students ko. Previous students ko na standard fluid, laging ang ginagamit lang nila is water. So, iba po to. Pag standard fluid, nakadepende po yon sa given na fluid sa inyong problem. Kung ang fluid nyo po is liquid, so, ang standard fluid niya ay water. So, mga, ano bang example ng liquids? Mga tin motor oil, honey, syrup, mercury, mga ganon, yung mga liquid. So, pag sinabi naman na air, pag mga gases naman, ang given sa problem. Pag gases, or air mixture, so, ang gagamitin mong standard fluid ay sa air. So, specific gravity is also known as the relative density. Okay, so may nagtanong sa akin kanina, ma'am, kasi iba-iba po yung, paano po yun? Iba yung nakasanayan naming symbol. So, sa specific gravity, siguro SG yung nakasanayan nyo or S. So, katulad dun sa density, nakalagay dito sa mga specific weight, ay small letter W. So, itatanong ko naman yun sa inyo pagka nag-problem solving na kayo na ano bang ginagamit yung symbol dito. So, yun na yung gagamitin natin. So, mag-a-adjust na lang si ma'am. Okay, so for the formula for specific gravity, weight density of the fluid over the weight density of the standard fluid. So, yung standard fluid na yon, depende po yon if liquid or gases yung inyong, ulitin ko, liquid or gases ang inyong ang given sa problem. Pag liquid, ang gagamitin ay water. Pag gases or air mixture, ang gagamitin ay air. So, pwede din tong specific gravity na volumetric mass density of the fluid over the volumetric mass density of the standard fluid. Specific volume, it is the reciprocal of the density. Diba? Si density, mass of the fluid over volume of the fluid. So, kabaliktaran siya ni specific volume. So, specific volume is volume of the fluid over the mass of the fluid. So, viscosity. So, yun, nasabi ko kanina or na-discuss na natin kanina, it is the property of the fluid which offers the resistance to the movement of a fluid over another adjacent layer of the fluid. So, yan ulit yung formula, shear stress over the shear strain or rate of shear deformation or the velocity gradient is equal to viscosity. So, other fluid properties, we have temperature. So, it is the fluid property that gives the measurement of hotness or coolness of a fluid or the measurement of heat intensity of a fluid. So, ginagamit dito nating device used to measure temperature is called thermometer. So, thermometers are calibrated in various temperature scales. So, kaya calibrated. So, pag kayo'y nagwo-work na, laging lahat ng equipment, machineries mo is kailangan nakakalibrate. So, to obtain the true value. So, para makuha natin yung tunay na value. Kasi, halimbawa, kung hindi siya nakalibrate, so, for example, ang true value niya, pag nakalibrate is 10, kung hindi siya nakalibrate, ang naging value niya, 100. So, very malaki. So, very big difference between the two. 10 and 100, meron kang 90. So, lahat ng equipments, machineries mo is kailangan calibrated. Next is the pressure. So, fluid pressure is the most often the compressive stress at some point within a fluid. So, fluid pressure occurs in two situations. Ang una is the open condition, which is also called as the open channel flow, or for example, ocean, swimming pool. So, basta exposed siya sa atmospheric pressure. And next is the closed condition where water line, gas line, pipeline, or nasa closed system loop siya. Okay, bukas na to. Yung kabila. Next one ay yan. So, any questions pala sa ating properties of fluids?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Okay. O, yan. So, ngayon, we will try to prove na tama si Blaise Pascal. Yung sinasabi niya, Pascal's law. Or si Pascal's law where pressure is in all direction is equal. Okay, so first, magdodraw ako. I'll draw a right triangle. So, upon drawing the right triangle, so mag-a-assign ako ng, dito is letter A, point B, and point C. Okay, so dito may theta po ako, angle theta. Yan. Then dito, Sa triangle ko, merong mga pressure. Okay? May mga pressure na tumatama. So, sa pressure, lalagay lang ako muna ng arrows bago ako mag-assign ng name ng bawat pressure. Si theta din to. So, okay. Next. So, ngayon, dito daw sa line AC, ito, A and C, meron akong pressure na na-exert na tawagin natin siyang pressure Y. Then, dito sa line AB, ito, A and B, meron daw akong pressure X. Dito sa line BC, meron akong pressure PC. Okay? So, dito, lalagyan ko siya ng length. So, dito sa length AC, sabihin natin meron daw akong length na dx. And dito sa line AB, meron akong length na dy. Sa line BC, meron akong length na dz. So, for the thickness ng ating right triangle, so I will assume na ang thickness ng ating right triangle ay 1 lang. Okay? 1 lang siya. Ngayon, gagamit tayo ng SOHCAHTOA method. SOHCAHTOA. So, for SO, meaning sin theta, S ay sin theta, is equal to, anong O? Opposite ng theta natin. Ang opposite ng theta natin ay yung line AB, AC pala. So, AC over H, meaning ng H is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side of our triangle, which is si line BC. So, AC, in terms of length, meron po akong AC, meron akong dx na length, and meron akong dz. So, i-rearrange ko ang equation natin. So, meron akong dz sin theta is equal to dx. So, meron na akong first equation. Next, K or cosine theta. A is for adjacent, line AB. H is hypotenuse, so longest side ulit, which is BC. So, ano ba yung mga length niya? So, ang AB, meron ulit akong length na dy. And sa BC ko, meron akong length na dz. So, siya ay dz cosine theta is equal to dy. So, meron akong AB, AB, dy, and dz. Okay. So, siya ay second equation. So, next, tangent or TOA. Tangent theta is equal to opposite, which is AC, over adjacent na AB. So, ang length ng AC is dx and dy. So, dy tangent theta is equal to dx. So, meron akong third equation. So, next. So, resolving forces. So, in all direction. So, di ba ang pressure is equal to force over area? So, i-rearrange ko lang in terms of force. Yun nasa left side ng ating equation. So, force is equal to pressure times area. Diba? So, gawin natin. Force AB force BC, and force AC. Diba? Yan yung tatlo nating sides. Or tatlong lines. Si AB, si BC, and si AC. Okay. For force AB, so ito siya, pressure times area. Force AB, ito, tingin tayo sa AB. Ano bang pressure sa force AB? Px times area. So, ang area nito, which is, di ba si triangle, pag nag-thickness tayo ng 1 is para magiging rectangle. Diba? Rectangle. Ang area ng rectangle ay length times width. Si width natin ay parang thickness is equal to 1. So, ang length natin, dy. Times yung thickness na inassume natin na 1. So, siya ay px times dy is equal to FB. Dito naman sa face BC or line BC, meron tayong pressure na PZ. Dito, makikita nyo may angle siya. So, it's either pwede siyang sine theta and cosine theta. Okay, so siya ay BZ. So, cosine theta times 1 or pwede din siyang PZ DZ sine theta times 1. Yan. So, next is si line AC. So, meron tayong pressure na PY times area. So, ano ba length niya? dx. And yung inassume natin na thickness na 1. So, siya ay PY times dx. So, meron na tayong forces. So, ngayon, resolving forces in, yes po?
Ma'am, ano po yan kapag po wala pong given po na thickness, i-assume po lagi na 1 or sa ngayong example lang po?
Sige. So, 'di ba nagpo-prove lang tayo ng Pascal's law. So, pwede natin siyang i-assume na 1 lang. So, hindi naman natin 'to, kumbaga ipapakita lang 'to sa inyo na tama si Blaise Pascal. So, hindi naman natin 'to, kumbaga, babaguhin or gagawin natin 3, gano'n.
Okay
So,
po, ma'am. Thank you po.
ipapakita lang natin 'to. Okay? So, sige. Next ay, ano ba? Ayan. Resolving forces in x direction. So, pag x direction, so, yan. Proving lang tayo dito, kaya nag-assume tayo ng 1. In x direction, okay. So, makikita mo dito sa in x direction, meron tayong, wait lang ha, yan, px and py. So, hindi natin isasama, pz. Px and pz, hindi natin isasama si py since upward force siya or y. So, y-axis siya. So, in x direction lang kasi yung ginagawa natin. So, si px and si py, mapapansin nyo, is in opposite direction. So, pag nilagay natin siya sa equation, magkaiba din yung side niya. Kasi since pressure on AB is opposite sa pressure ng BC. Okay. So, gawin natin siyang force AB and force BC. Force AB and force BC siya, di ba? So, force AB, tingnan natin yung kanina natin kinuha, px dy. Di ba? Is equal to, pag BC, yan, so tingin tayo sa cosine. Di ba? Dalawa yun, cosine and sine. So, alam nyo na to, dati, pag sa right triangle. So, ano ba to? Geometry pa to. So, So, siya ay P, say, dz cosine theta. Okay? So, ngayon, dz cosine theta, meron po bang makakancel? Wala po. Ngayon, balik po tayo dito sa first, second, and third equation nating nakuha. dz cosine theta, so meron ba? Meron po. Ito po, dz cosine theta is equal to dy. So, px times dy is equal to pz times dy. So, sinubstitute natin using the second equation. Ito. So, ngayon, meron ng magkaparehas na term, which is dy. So, we can cancel this dy. So, px natira, kabilang side, and pz. So, meaning px is equal to pz, or the pressure in x-axis is equal to the pressure in z-axis. So, next naman, we have y direction. So, balik tayo dito sa triangle natin. So, dito, hindi natin isasama si x since nasa x-axis siya, si py and si pz lang. So, since opposite ulit yung direction niya, so magkabilaan sa equation niya. So, siya ay si AC and si BC. Si force AC ay equal sa force BC. Okay, si force AC, yung kanina natin, PY, pressure at y-axis, times length na dx. So, ito siya. Ito yung tatlo, ha. And ngayon, kasi in y direction siya, so meaning sine theta. So, PZ, PZ, DC, sine theta. Okay, so may makakancel out ba? Wala. So, tingnan natin itong DC sine theta. Meron ba? Opo, itong first equation. Ito. Diba tayo first equation, DC sine theta is equal to dx. So, Py dx is equal to Pz dx. So, since meron na tayong same term, magkabilang equation, we can cancel yung same term. Pwede natin cancel out yung dx. Then, ang matitira is pressure at y-axis is equal to pressure at z-axis. So, meaning, therefore, Px or pressure at x-axis is equal to pressure at y-axis is equal to pressure at z-axis. So, na-prove na natin or nalaman na natin kung paano dinerive ni Blaise Pascal or paano sinabi ni Blaise Pascal na ang pressure daw ay equal sa lahat ng direction. So, any questions or clarifications? Naintindihan ba? May questions ba?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Wala naman po.
Okay. So, yan. Lumbar. Meron pa kayo 1 hour, diba? So, dadahan-dahanin lang natin yung ating discussion kasi medyo mahaba pa naman yung time natin before midterms since iilan lang yung topics natin for midterms until cavitation lang naman ng pumps. So, sobrang labis pa yung time for us. So, yun, ibibigay ko yung remaining hours sa inyo and parang hindi na rin kayo ma-overwhelm. So, sa mga natutunan nyo kahit siya ay recap lang, so parang hindi kayo ma-overwhelm na yung sa learnings. So, para may makafocus kayo na, sige, ito lang yung binigay ni ma'am, ito muna, aralin ko muna ito, review lang. O kahit siya ay recap. Okay, so yan. So hanggang dun muna. Then tomorrow we will have a discussion. We will continue to discuss those properties kasi may ilan pang properties na tala, katulad ng surface tension, capillarities, cavitation, and etc. Then we will try to solve problems regarding those properties and characteristics of fluids. So, yung mga density, so simple problem lang. Kumbaga, warm up problem solving before jumping sa mismong fluid machinery. Okay, so kung wala ng questions or clarifications, so thank you, engineers, and have a nice day. Thank you, guys.
Salamat po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you
po.
po, ma'am. Salamat po.